ready to go back to my old ways. Using a stolen bicycle, I traded it at a pawn shop for a cheap camera and police scanner. Soon the scanner crackled with reports of a fight on Sarah Boulevard. Using my phone's GPS, I successfully arrived at the scene, quickly fired up the camera, and started my very first shoot. But I hadn't even filmed for a few seconds before getting kicked out by the cops. I had no choice but to leave. Next, I found a new Ace arrest scene, but the outcome was the same, getting cursed out and kicked out by the police. I didn't give up. However, while I was filling up my car, I suddenly heard about a shooting happening nearby. I raced to the scene as fast as possible and found that a competitor had already arrived and started filming. To set myself apart from him, I changed my shooting angle and pointed the camera X, capturing footage of him being treated by paramedics. But I was quickly spotted by a nearby officer who angrily kicked me out. This also affected my competitor, who couldn't continue filming either. The competitor went ballistic on me, then started calling the news station editor on his phone to negotiate the price for his footage. So I secretly followed behind him, trying to understand how this industry prices things. When I learned the footage sold for $300, it struck a chord with me and motivated me to try and get my shot. Soon, I found the television station manager. At first, she didn't want to deal with me, but when I mentioned I was actually at the scene and had the closest footage, I successfully caught her attention. After they watched it carefully, they realized the graphic content was exactly the material they desperately needed. We finally closed the deal at $250. To provide better material, I stuck close to the manager and asked what type of footage they needed. She said